Okay, so let's have a look at how we work doing an online class. So you can see it's a blue cloud. Opened up the green square. I'm going to have all my activities here for me to teach for my half 6 class this evening. Now that I've opened up the material for me to look at, I'm now going to go and open up the actual web class where I interact with the student. And I'm going to go from 1830 and hit load material. Okay. This is taking a while to load. If it takes too long, just go back and start again, okay? Sometimes the system's a bit slow, but don't worry, it's got us today. Right. So if I start class, I don't have my camera switched on at the moment, but in this area here, you'll see my name appear. There we go. And my image would be in here. The student would be either just below or just above when they come online, and you'll see them, okay? And I look back at my material. So there's my quick questions that I'd start off with. And then I would move on to my activity. You can see I've got a page open separate from what the student can see, and it gives me my introduction. So I can be reading this while interacting with the student. Now, I like to duplicate my screen for the material so that I can open up the developments in advance and have a look at them, see my introductions as well. Okay. So that I can be finishing off one class while looking at my wrap up and looking at my intro for the next class. It keeps it nice and fluid. Okay. And I can jump between the actual material like this. So I keep one tab open for my intros and my wrap-ups, and the other tab open for my actual teaching material. So I can look at the teacher's notes mostly. Okay. You'll see here, oh, there's no teacher's notes for this one. I'll have to add them. But let's have a look at another one. Okay, email editing. So I can see the teacher's notes and what I'm supposed to do, while the student, if I go down here, so I've selected nothing, the student can't see anything at the moment. If I go down here, it's not got a title, but I know that's the one from the names of the developments and the numbers, and I select that. Boom. Now the student sees something. Without me selecting it, the student don't see it. Okay, so I can see what the student would see in advance if I want to, and I can also look at my notes that the person who's created this class has given me to guide me to achieve the outcome. And you see I can surf along here. Okay, there's a correction grid, which I can show the student after. So it's got a nice procedure. As you can see, I can flick through all of these step by step, showing the student how I want to see them. Okay. And you notice there that they come in a different order. It's 5 and 4 the wrong way around. That's why I like to number it, the developments, so see where they're at. Now, one thing I like to do is in the general appraisal, if I know which activities I'm going to teach, I'll put the titles in there just as a note to remind me what I'm doing next. And it also gives me a subheading for any appraisal I want to give them. Okay. Now we have the chat bar up here. This chat bar is very useful for if I want the student to spell something for me. Right. Ideally, I don't want to be writing something. I want them to understand things verbally, but if I want them to spell something back for me, or I want to give them a quick note, or even just say hello, you can see it comes back. And that's interactive both ways, the teacher and the student. You see that when we look at the app in a different tutorial, okay? Now we've got the attendance down here. This is where I put something a little bit more personal. haven't seen the student in a while, or it's the first time, just personal interaction. Okay. I don't say hey, hello, what's your name, because that's all part of the email formula, which I'll show you in a second. Alright. So after the headings and any notes of what they've done well or done badly, I may want to add some other bits, possible further reading for them. I might want to send some links. Okay. Alright. And that's what they get at the end of their class. Normally we finish the class a couple of minutes before the end of the hour, so we have time to write this email to them. Now when I type finish class, you'll see I start to look at what the email would look like that's sent to them. Okay? And it's direct. You see there, the name's there already, part of the formula. And then it's got my nice personal comment right at the start. Okay. Now if I look at the, now you see, I've got blank spaces afterwards. That hits up straight in this. Well, I want to tidy that up, and you'll see when I now go to look at the preview, it moves. Okay. So make sure you don't have any blank spaces, otherwise the email looks really ugly and it has lots of strange spaces in it. And you'll see that at the end, all the details, my name, everything. I don't need to sign out. My name is part of the formula. Now if I send the email, I want to make sure, wait, this here comes up with a sent and a date and time. Okay, that lets me know that the email has been sent to them. Now, after this, I want to go and do the attendance for the material. Okay, it's Pablo, so I'll hit the X. Brilliant, there we go. Now I want to look at these. So here's the stars. The material was really good, so I give it 5 stars. And I give it a green face because they understood. If I give it a red face, it means they haven't understood. And that material will then be repeated for them again. Okay? Now say we look at this vocabulary piece. If this vocabulary piece was so bad, I didn't even teach it, I don't want to see it again. So I give it 1 star and leave it with a green smiley face. That means the student will not repeat that material. Okay. I then go to the big pink square and I give myself a little squibble. Alright. Okay. Now, if this is still pink, I want to double check and just send a little request signature email to the student to make sure they sign it. Okay, brilliant. Okay, remember, make sure that's been sent. Now, I'm going to look at my personal info. This is my way to double check this has went through, because I want to get paid. So I need to make sure I've filled in all the details for the system to make sure I get paid. And you'll see example here. Activity okay, level okay, and I've been given the time there. I've been paid for my hours class. We go down to the one we just did. Now you'll see there. Well, okay and okay. That's not the one we just did just now, but you can see it there. Now here's the one we just done just now. Okayed and okayed, and I've been paid my half an hour for that. Okay, the 18:30 to 9 under class today. Okay. This one I haven't done, so X and X and no money. Okay. Now you can check your student comments. You always want to keep an eye on this to let you know what the student thought of you. Okay. And you can see it goes up and down, good things and bad things, let you reflect on how good a teacher you are and what you can do to improve. The students tend to give quite good notes. Okay, you can see here, we've got the star and the tick. This lets me know I've done it. But I always double check the personal info to make sure I get paid. Okay. So I'm just going to try and undo this. And you'll see the difference for when it's not done. Take my stars off. Yep, everything's undone. And I go back. And I'm going to refresh. So you see that tick and that star that I used to have on my timetable? They've gone. So as far as the system is concerned, I didn't teach it. And I'll go and check on my personal info again. If you scroll down, sometimes it takes a second, but here we go, instant, fantastic. And you'll see, all gone, not getting paid.